The UK is a trap. In fact, Europe, North America, they are all traps. Listen to this.
In Africa, when you build a house, you are not just building for yourself. You are building a family house. Your children know this house will always be ours. When you pass on, no one asks questions. No one sends a bill. No one tells your children to pay again. The house becomes theirs automatically. Now, compare that with Europe. Even after you have fully paid your mortgage, even after 40 years of hard work, when you die, your children may face inheritance taxes, legal fees, administrative costs, and if they cannot afford those costs, they are forced to sell the house. The same house you already paid for gets paid for again. Ask yourself this: is it really ownership if it ends when you die? In Africa, ownership is generational. In Europe, ownership is often conditional. Now, tell me if you will prefer that system of conditional ownership in Europe to the generational ownership in Africa. When we say Europe is better than Africa, better at what exactly? Because if we are talking about roads, systems, convenience, sure. But if we are talking about life, real life, the kind that shapes your happiness, your family, your future, then we need to slow down and have a honest conversation.
Honestly, I agree with what this man is saying, about 90%. To a large extent, I do agree. What most people will argue is about the technicalities of what he's saying. Yes, when you buy a property in the UK or in Europe in general, the house is yours, technically. Your name is what's registered on the title deeds of the property. However, you have to keep participating by paying into your mortgage to fully own the property. And then even after owning the property, yes, technically the house is yours. But the argument I believe the man is making is about how the system works. So you initially pay taxes before you earn income to buy the property. While buying the property, you pay a huge stamp duty land tax. After paying the land tax, while you own the property, you pay council tax for the entirety of the duration while you own the property. And then when you die, your children may still face inheritance tax. Now, that's not accidental. It's the way the system is designed. Now, I understand there are ways around it by estate planning, gifting, building a trust, but that exactly is the point again. You need knowledge of the system to be able to retain wealth within the system. And how many people have that knowledge as a default? That's the real point. And this is where many immigrants misunderstand the West. They see good roads, they see working institutions, and they assume that this is an automatic way to become prosperous. No, it isn't. It's a system, once again, that rewards ongoing and a lifetime of participation unless you are very strategic and you know your ways how to navigate around it. So the system doesn't reward presence, it rewards strategy. So a well-organized system can still keep you poor if you don't understand the right strategy, or if all you do is participate.
Together we rise, together we heal. This is X Solutions, bringing light to the